Hello and welcome to my very first top 10 video. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so you're gonna have to excuse my voice, but I want to talk about top 10 games that I want to see a remaster or a remake of, because these games were either revolutionary for its time or were just one of the most incredible games that I ever came across, to the point that they could easily hold water against most new gen games, if those new gen games were completely and utterly broken like Cyberpunk 2077. Now remember, this isn't a video about for sure games that are upcoming. I want to reiterate that. This is a wishful video of games that I want to see, so please tell me what games you'd like to see make a comeback. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. So let's start with number 10, The Punisher. Have you watched the Punisher Netflix series? Well, imagine that series and double down on violence. This game that allowed my small child brain to drill holes through people's skulls, break window pane and forcefully close the broken window on someone's throat, shoving someone in a wood chipper, covering my entire body with blood. And all of those were failed interrogation methods, but there were special ways to kill your enemies, like throwing them in a pool of piranhas. The game does have an objective, which is to kill Jigsaw, but in reality everyone just wanted to murder people in creative ways. It was so violent that even the developers had to censor some of these interrogation methods, but you can easily bypass that if you use Codebreaker or mod the game on PC. Number 9, Def Jam Fight for New York. Imagine a fighting game like Street Fighter, for an example. Have that image in your head? Good. Now replace Ryo and Ken with Method Man and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, imagine playing as your favorite rapper and beating up the people he had beef with, because that's exactly what I did when I was a kid. I would put two rappers against each other and fight as the one I liked the most. Most of the characters in the game are now considered old school rappers, but when this game came out, my god, it was so goddamn good. Of course, they ruined their name with Def Jam Icon, but we're not gonna talk about that. Fight for New York had a good story. You can create your own character and add in whatever voice you wanted. My favorite thing I used to do is making my guy extremely tall and fat and giving him the highest pitch possible, which leads to hilarious cutscenes. Number 8, The Godfather. This goes without saying, but the Godfather movies were amazing. And the game isn't shy of that either. You get to create your own character and work your way up to the family to become the Don. Spoiler alert, by the way. But the work you have to put into the game, starting from being a nobody zero loser. Disgusting. To becoming literally the Don of the family, and all of it being done in such a young age, it's just so amazing. Not to mention that this game was so ahead of its time in terms of cinematic scenes. Number 7, Silent Hill 2. I know a lot of people want to see PT, but for me personally, I want to see old Silent Hill games being remastered or remade. The HD collection was just a joke and a slap in the face to anyone who played the original games. Silent Hill 2 scared the shit out of me without even showing me massive monsters or giving me jump scares. Just walking around Silent Hill, barely being able to see in front of you, having the game world change and adapt to your choices and psyche was just incredible. Showcasing characters who dealt with domestic abuse, rape, and incest, pushing the boundaries yet continuing to be a good game with an eerie atmosphere. Number 6, Metal Gear Solid 3. I want this game so bad. Let's get the facts out the way. Hideo Kojima is just a creative guy. He made players think outside the box, and you don't see that in most games nowadays. In Metal Gear Solid 3, there are two bosses that adapt to your choices. The first one being Sorrow, a man who forces you to face the people you killed before meeting him. So you can only imagine his surprise when players met him and they didn't kill anyone. The second one being The End, an old sniper that was kind of hard for me to beat first time around. But then someone told me about a very easy way to beat him, and that's by going to my PlayStation 2 settings and changing the time and date, and the guy would die of old age. Yeah, that's literally a thing you can do. Number 5, King Kong. Okay, hear me out. Wait, stop, don't click off yet. Hear me out. Before you judge me, I want to say that these games I simply love playing, and King Kong was no exception to the rule. I mean, the graphics were really good for its time. And something I found really cool is having the ability to pick up rib cages of dead animals and using it as spears. And there's a guy in a play who instructs you where to go and drops crates of weapons for you. And having the ability to play as King Kong himself and fight T-Rex, the game was just flat out fun. And it had Blinsky in it, so what more do you want? Number 4, Manhunt 1 and 2. Okay, this is far-fetched, considering that Manhunt was banned in several countries for its violence. If you can look past it though, there's really no defense for this game. It was fucking great. You can pick up plastic bags and choke someone out with it. You can even grab a syringe and stab someone in the throat with it, or even pick up broken glass and shift someone. I'm sure the game has a story. I honestly, all I did was grab plastic bags and choke people to death and restart from zero because I never owned a memory card. Number 3, Tony Hawk American Wasteland. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remake. Get that shit out of my face. I want the best Tony Hawk, the greatest, the King Kong that's banging on his chest. American Wasteland takes place in Hollywood, where your character goes to become a celebrity. There are challenges you can do, the story is decent, the music gives you a feel of nostalgia for an era you never lived in or could possibly survive in because of your frail body, and the comic strip style scenes they sometimes do was this reason why I got into comic books. Give me American Wasteland, because that game was fun as heck to play. Number 2, Raw Danger. Possibly my favorite game on the list, where you get to play as different characters and survive against nature. Yes, your enemy in this game is water. You have to find clothes to wear, which sometimes leads to your character looking very stupid in cutscenes. Find foods and heating pads to stay warm. Keep your clothes dry and undamaged as possible, otherwise you'll lose them forever. Manage your inventory and craft items to keep you dry. And each character you play as has a different storyline until the very last one where you discover secrets about the game. All in all, I doubt this game will ever be remastered or remade, considering that whenever I mention it, no one knows what I'm talking about. Number 1. Now for a more likely game to be remade is Resident Evil 4. This game set the horror survival genre on fire. Besides giving us literally the greatest Leon S. Kennedy to ever exist, don't fucking at me, they gave us a great story as well. Leon Kennedy, the survivor of Raccoon City, is sent to save Ashley Graham, the daughter of the President of the United States. Now I already said that Ashley has no backbone, and I'm right, she fucking doesn't. She's a piece of shit, and the only reason that I fucking love playing this game is after I beat it, I get to play Ada Wong's story, and then I get to have a fucking full armor for Ashley Graham. So that's a fucking plus, I guess. You know what? Ashley Graham sometimes opens doors for you. That's cool. Well, not for you. She just follows you around. She just opens the door really heavily. Like, I don't know why. But this game is amazing. The weapons, the music, the characters. God damn it, Sadler. Lewis only wanted to smoke. And the merchants got some rare things on sale, stranger. What a great time you'll have playing this game. And I can happily say that I played this game on PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 when I borrowed it from a friend, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. And yes, it was poor money management. So what? At least, you know what? Yeah, whatever. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. But bye. Bye.